Metal Mondays is back. What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? It's Willie Knox Hill. We're back with our breakdown series. So today, man, listen, I have been loving this Sleep Token journey. It feels like, as a lyricist, as someone who really appreciates like layered writing, the poetry of putting together lyrics, Sleep Token has been a perfect match for me, and I've just been loving it so far. So we're gonna keep down this road. We're going to continue journeying. We're going to see where we go. The next highest requested track that you guys want to see me do is none other than Ascensionism. Wow.
Well, I know what you want from me. You want someone to be. Your reflection, your bitter deception, setting you free. So you take what you want, then leave.
I'll tell you what, the opening, I love how we just let the piano speak for itself and just set the tone. And for me, it's sad. It's beautiful too at the same time. There's just sort of, for me, that just, I think I'm going to use this word a lot. Just that duality, that juxtaposition, that yin and yang that Sleep Token represents, the light and the dark. And for me, in this case, it was the sadness and the tragedy, but it was beautiful at the same time. And then you just hear that opening note from him. And yet again, I talked about this. I can't remember which track it was, but you hear that opening breath, because a lot of times as a sound engineer, you'll cut out the breaths. But for me, when you scale it back like this and you hear kind of just these breathy moments in between, like it just adds to me to the tension of it all, to the realness and authenticity of it. Hang on, let's hear it open. You can hear that as it comes in. But even before that, and then for me, right?
Well, I know what you want from me.
Well, I know what you want from me. And to me, that feels like classic love ballad right there. Those opening lines. And I love how it's very slowly paced, the lyricism in this one. Because as it starts to build, all of a sudden it's like, hang on, we're not going that direction. We take a left turn when he talks about wanting to mold me in your reflection, a bitter deception. Notice the key word there of bitter. You know, it's not all roses. There's thorns behind this.
To be. Your reflection, your bitter deception, setting you free.
Why does he have to be the one to set who he's talking about free? Because if he is just being molded in the other one's reflection, how does that lead to freedom? That's interesting.
Setting you free.
Because it's used to justify his love, I guess, his love interest.
So you take what you want, then leave.
That's haunting.
Who made you like this? Who encrypted your dark gospel in body language?
Ooh.
Synapses snap back in blissful language.
Woo!
Tell me you met me in past lives, past life, past what might be eating me from the inside, darling.
Oh, we got rap flows.
Rhythm, half deity, glitches in the code, gaps in a strange dream. Tell me you guessed my future and it mapped onto your fantasy. Tell me into your mannequin and I'll turn you into my puppetry. Won't you come and dance in the dark with me? Show
I'll tell you what a switch up when this bass comes in, and then he gives us, I've talked about this before, like these patterns, his rhyme writing I've noted before, like when he bounces between internal, external rhyme schemes, and there's moments when he uses sort of rap techniques and flows. It's still sung, but right here is a great example of that. Love this switch up, man. Keeps you right on your toes.
who made you like this? Who encrypted your dark gospel in body language?
Who encrypted your dark gospel in body language? I love just that play on words right there, because think about it, like encrypting in terms of a language that encrypts, but obviously body language is unspoken. So for me, you're sort of combining like this digital encryption with the real, with the physical. And then it goes even deeper, because we've talked about the religious themes that we've witnessed in Eden and throughout Sleep Token that I've broken down so far. And for me, a dark gospel, right?
Synapses.
Because like it all ties back. I know like it doesn't necessarily have to be Christianity, but I'll continue to allude to Christianity because that's what I know best. But obviously you talk about that duality, that yin and yang, even within Christianity, because Satan and the devil, well, Satan is a fallen angel. You know, he was once an angel of heaven, right? Dark gospel to me. There's that duality
Who
again.
encrypted your dark gospel in body language? Synapses snap back in blissful language.
Synapses snap back. I just love the SS alliteration right there, man. That's dope. He's snapping on this.
Tell me you met me in past lives, past back in blissful language. Tell me you
That's not language. That's not language. The other word was like, this is why I don't like doing lyric videos. Like I just prefer to just trust the ears.
synapses snap back in blissful language.
There's that duality. He's saying blissful anguish, right? You wouldn't describe anguish as blissful. What in the, get the whip and chains out sexually is going on here. It feels good, but I'm hurting at the same time.
Synapses snap back in blissful language. Tell me you met me in past lives, past life, past what might be eating me from the. Tell me you met me in past.
I love this little gear shift right here. We talk about it in terms of rap flows, right? You kind of change speeds. You sort of change accelerations like in the middle of the line, and then you kind of like just let it fall in between the pockets right here. Tell me you met me in da-da-da-da-da-da past life. And then he kind of scatter shots it after that, right? It gets more staccato, like a drummer's percussive rhythms right here. This is how he sort of delivers his voice. He turns his voice sort of into a drummer's instrument with this style of delivery that he chooses to do right here.
Snap back in blissful language.
Ready?
Tell me you met me in past lives, past life, past what might be eating me from the inside, darling.
Love that rhythm.
Half of a rhythm, half deity, glitch.
Half of a rhythm, half deity, but tell me you met me in a past life. There's this theme as well that we talk about of redemption, but also reincarnation and this continuity.
Darling.
This is a deep relationship, man. The connections, the synapses are on point.
Half of a rhythm, half deity, glitches in the code. Gaps in a strange dream. Tell me you guessed my future.
Even there, like just the poetic language of word choice, glitches in the code. Still, we're getting back to the technological references, right? And then back to the world of the real. Glitches in the cold, because the cold is something you feel. You can't feel a glitch, can you?
In a strange dream. Tell me you guessed my future and it mapped onto your fantasy. Tell me into your mannequin and I'll turn you into my puppetry.
Turn me into your mannequin. There it is. Make me in your reflection, right? And there's an irony to that for me ties back to those earlier lines when I talked about, it's interesting that he talks about, so you can be set free. Because in order for who he's talking about, his love interest, we'll call it, to be set free, she has to imprison him. She has to control and trap him and mold him how she wants him to be. And I'm using a he and she. We don't know. This could be even deeper. This could be something more metaphorical for his views on religion, could be metaphorical for a battle within himself, within his own ego as well. And it's just an exploration of, again, I love the symbolism. It's so abstract, and it can be taken in so many ways.
Tell me into your mannequin and I'll turn you into my puppet queen. Won't you come and dance in the
But obviously the puppet queen is why I'm going with the she.
dark with me? Show me what you are. I am desperate to know. Nobody better than a perfect enemy. Digital demons make the night feel heavenly.
Digital demons make the night feel heavenly. There's your religion again, and there's your technology tying in once more. Digital demons make it feel heavenly.
Nobody better than a perfect enemy.
And you know the saying, keep your enemies close? Like, again, here's that yin and yang, that contrast. Like, it's a toxic relationship to me. There's love, and there's an intensity of love and passion, but at the same time, there's danger, and there's darkness, and there's shadows, and there's something unhealthy too.
Digital demons make the night feel heavenly. Make it real, 'cause anything's better than the way I feel right now. I can offer you a block-lit paradise. Diamonds in the trees, pentagrams in the night sky. Lipstick, chemtrails, red flags, pink nails with one eye on the door, other eye on a rail, other eye following a scarlet trail, and the last few drops from the holy grail. Now rose gold chains, drip, lace cut glass, blood stains at the galaxies. Just don't ask me, the first to the feast. Let's choke on the past and take to the broken skies at last.
Wow. There it is. Diamonds in the trees, pentagrams in the sky. What are pentagrams used for? Like, we're calling forth the demon, aren't we? And yet the diamonds and the love. So there's that love, that beauty, that light, and that darkness underneath of it all too, right? Let's break down some of these lyrics. There's some really dope ones here.
Come and dance in the dark with me. Show me what you
I talked about a blacklit background as well. Like, obviously, darkness, black lights can hide things, can hide messages, something more encrypted deep down.
I am desperate to know. Nobody better than a perfect enemy. Digital demons make the night feel heavenly.
That's a great line. How can a demon make something feel heavenly? Just like that blissful anguish. Word choice is great.
Make it real, 'cause anything's better than the way I feel right now. I can offer you a block-lit paradise. Diamonds in the trees, pentagrams in the night sky. Lipstick, chemtrails, red flags, pink nails with
Lipstick, chemtrails, right? Lipstick, pollution, chemtrails in the sky, red flags, danger, pink nails. That's nice. We continue to walk this path. The word choice is really dope throughout this. You see this duality just fully coming to fruition. And he had another interesting line to me. Make it real. Right? Make this feel real. Like, make everything else feel like it's just black and white, and make this feel color. And for me, like, I've been in one of those like very toxic relationships where it's like a drug. And he's got a drug line coming up that this is what it makes me think of, right? And it's when it's high, wow, it's so high. And it can become obsessive. And there's a thin line between love and hate and obsession. And they're very passionate emotions. And this is what it feels like for me, those complexities throughout.
night sky. Lipstick, chemtrails, red flags, pink nails with one eye on the door, other eye on a rail.
One eye on the door, other eye on a rail. Like, you don't want to get caught. Like, I know that this is bad for me. I shouldn't be caught doing this, but I can't help it because this is like a drug at this point in time. On a rail, sniffing a rail.
Other eye following a scarlet trail, and the last few drops from the holy grail.
And then following a scarlet trail. What's a scarlet trail? Blood, basically. Last few drops from the Holy Grail. And an interesting thing about the Holy Grail, right? Some have speculated, according to lore, Holy Grail was the cup that Jesus held at the Last Supper, right? And then Joseph of Arimathea took that cup and filled it with Jesus' blood in the crucifixion. And that's a darker tale from the Holy Grail. That is Jesus' blood, or even, the blood of the saints. You have it appear in Revelation times as well, in Babylon, and the mark of the beast, and the, all that's layered. Sorry, I'm wandering. Let's choke on the past. I almost feel like a little asphyxiation happening here. But to me, he's broken. And this is someone who's broken and knows that he's broken, and also knows that maybe this relationship is broken too, but I can't help it because this at least makes me feel something more than my past and those things that I'm running from. It's very nuanced. What a misdirection right there. Again, kind of like bring you in with that just super distorted guitar, right? And just have that. It almost feels like there's something wrong with the mix. And then before you know it, those drums just shake you back to life. This is like a dream within a nightmare within a dream. Call back to the first verse.
You want the same as me.
Huh.
My redemption, eternal ascension.
That's really changed. You now want the same as me when it felt like before our purposes were not aligned. No, it is. Hang on. Check this out. Wow. So much happening. Someone to be. Hang on. Your reflection, your bitter deception. But then he alludes to it, right? Because then he says he's fine making her the puppet queen. And he is willing to give up control. So for me, it's crazy, isn't it? Because he says, watch me ascend. And it feels like he's taking control of the relationship. And yet, he's given up control here. Because saying that we want the same, if she wanted to control him, so now he's saying he wants to allow that control. They both want the same, unless she has now changed her path, which I don't see. Man, this is a complex one. I got theories. Let's keep going.
You want the same as me. My redemption, eternal ascension, setting me free.
Yes. All right. I got it.
So I'll take
My redemption. Eternal ascension. It's not just ascension, it's eternal ascension. That's key.
So I'll take what I want, then leave.
Oh! Wow. What a heavy statement at the end. You make me wish I could disappear. And for me, there's a really interesting line towards the end there, because we talk about this power dynamic of control. So I'll take what I want and then leave. And that's the first time kind of like it feels like he's in control of something. And then it just makes you wonder if he's known her game this whole time. He's gone along with it because he's also getting something out of it. But he's still maintaining who he is. And he's using this and leveraging this to find a way towards his own redemption and find a way towards his own path. And whether that path is with her or not, I feel like there still is more to be explored with this. This is a very complex relationship and dynamic. And for me, that duality is reflected to me upon life and death. And I almost feel like at times like he's kind of embracing and speaking to death. But life and death walk hand in hand. You know, we all live and we're all going to end in death. And when he talks about that eternal ascension, for me, that just duality of it all and knowing where the road is heading and having regrets of the past. You know, it's just, it's funny because even though a lot of this happens in the context of sort of this relationship and power dynamic, there's really amazing lines for me about just going through life, about personal struggle, about dealing with stresses, anxieties, having a past that haunts you, wishing you could disappear sometimes, right? And just like seeking a second chance, seeking some type of salvation and not trying to let those regrets and those nightmares and always looking back in that past consume you. And in this case, it's found through that other in that relationship. But it's something that just, I think we can all take. It's almost like there's this love relationship, but there's this journey of mental health as well. And there's this journey of past and present and making sense of it all and trying to find a hope. There's this searching, this reach for redemption and this reach for a future, even though the past is drowning and it feels like we're barely treading water and we're just swimming in it all. Wow. Who knows? I could be way off with this, but this is what I love. Like, this is my interpretation of it. This is how it makes me feel. And I think really dope, symbolic writing like this, very poetic writing. This is the beauty of it. Like, because it contributes to everybody can interpret it in a different way and how it makes them feel. And that doesn't take away from their interpretations. And that's the beauty of music and creative writing like this. And again, I love just the dynamic changes, right? little rap switch up was incredible. Those rhythms, those flows, chef's kiss to that. And then obviously when the percussion hits, like it just came out of nowhere. I wasn't ready for it. And they use like these little like breaths and these little moments just to like really bring you in. It's like the calm right before you just jump over the fucking cliff and there's thunder flashing and lightning striking in the sky and you're just fucking free falling through it all. And right once you're about to hit water, you don't hit the water. Right? You just stop and you're suspended in midair. And then this beautiful piano comes back in and it lulls you into another false sense of security. And then you go reverse time. You get taken back up to the cliff top or you get shoved off the fucking edge again and back to the metal and the destruction. And that's how it makes me feel. Oh man, you caught me on a weird day. I loved it. I love that. Sleep Token, you were Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys like today's video. Listen, if for some reason you're here at the end and the ramblings of a madman, do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on, really does go a long way. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. It's boy Knox Hill. You know I'll catch you again.
Sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like